Warning, censorship. Warning, censorship.
We're going to do it anyways. We're here to get to the bottom of a story. The bottom of a story that the CBC lied to you about. I think even the nurses and the union here at this very facility want you to think that it is worse than it actually is. Keean Bexte for Rebel News, standing outside of the hospital in Steinbach, Manitoba. Now, I'm here because of a breathless CBC article. You know the mainstream media recently, they've been trying to scare you. They've been trying to terrify the population because when the population is scared, they become complacent when the government starts oppressing them. They said that this very hospital that I'm standing at right now is overwhelmed. They said that all of the nurses can't handle how busy the hospital is, how packed the parking lot is, how packed the emergency room is, and how packed the waiting room is.
Premier Brian Pallister addressing an anti-mask rally that took place in Steinbach over the weekend.
You don't have to believe in COVID for it to be real. It's real. 100 yards away are people waiting in a parking lot to get treated in a hospital.
I came here all the way from Winnipeg so that I could check it out with my very own eyes. And I'm going to walk through it with you so you can see for your very self exactly how not busy it is and how much the CBC was lying to your face so that they could whip you up into a state of fear, a state of panic, so that you would be okay with tyrants like Brian Pallister saying you can't buy Christmas cards at Walmart, saying that you have to close down all of your small mom and pop shops that sell any sort of Christmas items that are deemed non-essential. We're going to take a quick walk around and see exactly what's going on here. You know, I've actually seen these tents before across Canada. They're usually actually lined up quite a bit. The one here, they actually put pylons up because nobody's using it. They said that they were triaging people in their cars and the parking lot was totally at capacity. Now, there are a few cars here right now, but I don't see people waiting in their cars. Now, we got on location here to see exactly how busy it was, and we saw all of these cars in the parking lot. We couldn't believe how busy this hospital was, but then we took a closer look. It's actually not patients, it's just staff here at the hospital. There's more staff at this hospital than there are patients' cars. You tell me, does that sound like a crisis to you? We're going to do it anyways. We're here to get to the bottom of a story. The bottom of a story that the CBC lied to you about. I think even the nurses and the union here at this very facility want you to think that it is worse than it actually is. But the fact is,
there are 58 hospitals in Manitoba, and at the time of filming this, there's just under 300 COVID cases that require hospitalization across the province, and that's not even intensive care. That means per hospital in Manitoba, there's only 5 people taking up a bed.
You tell me if that's a crisis. You tell me if that's worth canceling Christmas over. For Rebel News outside of the Steinbach Hospital in Manitoba, I'm Keean Bexte. Hey, thanks so much for tuning into our coverage here at Rebel News. Be sure to like and subscribe as usual. And if you've done that already, ring the notification bell so you can stay up to date with all of the news as it happens.